edition of the MOSE STOVALL Show. And I'm your host, MOSE STOVALL. Tonight, I've got a great lineup for you. I've got a couple of ladies, black ladies, that's running. One running for State Representative 55, and the other one is running for judge, circuit judge, right here in the Jefferson County area in a statewide judge election. And I need you to listen to why they are the best candidates for their position. Sit back, relax. The MOSE STOVALL Show is on. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron at stake doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protective cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Manos, MOSE STOVALL, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, D. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Radford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, and MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Hello and welcome back to the MOSE STOVALL Show. I told you I had Phyllis Oden Jones. She's running for State Representative District 55, right? Right. Phyllis, go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are and where you're from.
Okay, I'm from Fairfield, Alabama, and I've lived there all my life. I went to school in Fairfield. I attended Fisk University, Nashville, Tennessee, UAB, where I graduated and received my criminal justice degree. I attended Antioch Baptist Church, and I'm the daughter of the late Archie and Elizabeth Oden.
Oh man, Antioch Baptist Church.
Antioch Baptist
That's dear to my heart, y'all, because I've also attended Antioch Baptist Church, sang in the choir with Phyllis. We got a little history with that together, you know, just spent a lot of great years together. And I can vouch that she's good people. She's good people.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell the people what made you, law enforcement was where your first stop, right?
Right.
So you studied criminal justice at UAB?
Yes.
And law enforcement, how long did you work the streets?
I worked the streets for 30 years. So I was I retired as a supervisor with the Birmingham Police Department, and then I became a city council person for Fairfield.
How long when you worked police department? You did patrol the whole time?
No, I didn't do patrol the whole time. I worked in PAT, I worked in DARE, I also worked in auto theft, and then I was a supervisor at South Precinct, so I was kind of like dipping, dabbing all over. So
people don't really know about those programs, PAT and DARE. Those things come about, that's a broke down division of different departments.
Yes,
What is PAT, what is that all about?
Police Athletic Team, and it was a great program. The Police Athletic Team was, we took girls on trips after they won a championship game. Okay. And we went several places, but we went to the schools and we recruited, well, I was over the girls, so we recruited girls and boys to play in a organized sports.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And
were these kids with uniforms and everything paid for these kids? They didn't travel, they didn't have to pay for anything?
They didn't have to pay anything. And you know what was so amazing about it is I was just so compassionate with the girls getting out of Alabama, Birmingham.
Correct.
So we went to Las Vegas, we went to the Bahamas, we went to Washington, New York, California. We just went. I was able to take them all over.
They were
without
competing
paying.
in all these places?
Some places they competed
And
in,
some places
and some
just
they
enjoyed
did.
it.
We just enjoyed. It was just
Oh, wow,
something
what a
so that
blessing.
they can get an just
Yeah,
get
what a blessing.
Education of something different.
Right.
Something different.
And it was all about the communities here in Birmingham?
It was all the
Was it a thing y'all picked, or all they had to do was sign up?
All they had to do was sign up.
Is PAT still running?
No, it's not.
When did it end?
It ended. Oh, it is been over 10 years.
Okay, because I played PAT as a kid. I remember I lived in Titusville. I'm a community product of Titusville, so I know a lot of these people that's here tonight. We actually got some footage that I'm going to show the people. So DARE, was that a drug program?
Yes, there was a drug awareness program where we went into the 5th grades and we taught the kids about the different drugs and how to say no. You know, how to stand up and just tell whoever was trying to sell drugs, push drugs on them, just say no. And then be able to talk to someone and tell somebody what was going on in the neighborhood. And just to have that relationship with the younger students, that was more important than anything else.
Right. And what other program did you say you said no?
That was it. There was this PAT and DARE. And I
then became a supervisor.
Became supervisor.
How was that, being a boss?
That was different from...
I watched you get different stripes. I remember you come in, your stripes would change.
That was a little different, but still, I still had that relationship with people, and that's what really mattered to me, that I was able to relate to the officers and then relate to the people they dealt with.
Right.
So it was different, but it was still who I was, that relationship.
Right.
I had that relationship.
And so you moved on, you retired. What year did you retire from Birmingham?
I retired in 2016.
And when did you run for city council?
So then I stayed at home for a while. Then I ran for city council for Fairfield in 2020.
Okay.
And after sitting on the city council, I just realized it was more than I could do more. As a city council person, you're really limited.
Correct.
So I just felt like, okay, I need to do more. I can do more to bring our community up.
Back, okay.
You know, bring it back. Because it was just like deteriorating. Everywhere I went, it was just like things was just going down.
Well, Fairfield is one of our oldest communities. And a lot of elderly people have gone on. They passed, some of the folks from the church. And so the neighborhoods need revitalization. You as a representative, what can you District 55, first of all, what does that cover? What areas? Okay, so District 55 covers Fairfield, which is Fair Oaks, Forest Hill, Glen Oaks. It also covers Wylam, Ensley, Central Park, Lakeview, some of Avondale. So it's just kind of like all over. Okay, so you got a pretty big district. What's your duties as a state representative? What will you be doing? What will your job call for? What would it consist of? Well, it's going to consist of me with the laws, of course. But one thing that I want to focus on is building our community. Okay. I just feel that we can pour back into our community. I know that if I build a relationship with other entities, with other people who have the money, because I said I can't do it, but I can build a relationship with somebody who can do it. And then, after talking to them and letting them see the need, then I think they would pour into our community. And then we do get funds. We do have, ways that we can pour into the community. So that's what I want to do. I want to give back to the community. It's not something that I just want, some people just want that position, but I'm always going to be Phyllis and I'm always going to be who I am. I'm just going to be, I'm just going to stay on the low. I'm not humble. I'm going to always be humble because it's not about me. It's about the people. It's all about the constituents to make things better. So a state representative, and how many state representatives are there in the state of Alabama? It's 105. So 105 state representatives. You guys leave your home, you go to meetings in Montgomery, right? Right. And so you sit in these meetings all day. You're able to present what your neighborhood needs, what your community needs. Well, how does that work? Okay, not on that level. So as a state representative, you do hear the bills as they're trying to pass, and then you vote on those bills, or you present a bill. You can present a bill. You can present one. Okay. So they have, people that there to help you, have lawyers and everybody to help you write the bill up, and you present a bill that would benefit your community. And so that's what we need to do, and then they have to vote on it, of course, but you have to, go out and see a need. So when you find a need, then you need to present it. Okay. Find a need, you present it, and you just hope that these people will get it passed. How hard have you heard this job can be? With trying to get things passed and get things, done locally. Because people are in need. We're in a situation where COVID has really ravaged our communities and taking people off their jobs, making parents not able to go to work because they got to stay home with these kids. So so there's going to be some dire need. Is that something state representative can really give to people? I think
Not in that sense. I think that a state representative, we can just change some of the laws or add to them to benefit the people. But when I say relationship with other entities, with other people, I'm just talking about people with like senator, like Tuckerville, or you know, those people who have more funds to put into our community. But see, they have the power, but we have to ask for it. And nobody's going to give you anything if you're not going to ask for it. But then, like I said, you have to form a relationship with them. And right now, that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to form a relationship with people, with the senators. You know, just let them know, hey, this is what our community needs. Because I noticed one thing, when I do reach out, nobody has talked to them about what Fairfield need or what, you know, what's best for our community.
Just laying idle.
Just laying idle. Nobody saying anything.
People got these.
So you got some power, and you're not even using the power that you have.
That makes sense.
And you got a voice, so you can just go and talk to them. You can go to Washington and talk to them.
Right. So let me ask you something. Now, COVID has been a big thing. Did it affect you in any kind of way?
It did not.
COVID didn't affect you. What about anybody in your family?
It did not.
What a blessing.
It was a blessing.
What a blessing. What can you tell somebody, some of these young folks in these neighborhoods that's doing all this crazy stuff, with you being law enforcement, city council, what can you tell them to encourage them to get on the right track?
That we as families, you know, and I hear you when you're saying young people, but we as parents, we're parents, we got to be parents. We can't be friends with our kids. And that's a big thing, because once you put that guard down and you're a friend, they don't have any respect for you at all. So I have a son. I never was his friend. I was always his mom.
Yes, he was.
And I can tell you right now that he respect me. He do not drink in front of me, which I'm, you know, if he did, because he's grown now. But he don't drink because I demanded that respect. When I had to work from 11 to 7 at night, I used to hear people saying, I can't control my kid. You know, I couldn't understand that, because what you mean? I leave home at 11 at night going to work. I wish he would go out.
You had that dare in him, and people are afraid. You know, I do radio and I tell people, police your children.
You have to
because you don't want the streets to get a hold of them. You do not. Tell them again when is the election?
The election is May 24th.
May 24th.
And I'm asking for your support. Phyllis Oden Jones for State Representative District 55.
Phyllis, I thank you. If I can do anything for you here on the MOSE STOVALL Show or at WTTO, then you make sure you let me know.
I sure will. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Manos, MOSE STOVALL, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Radford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, an MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
Y'all, welcome back. to the MOSE STOVALL Show, and I've got another beautiful guest, a good friend of mine, like a sister. We grew up together in the Loving Village community in Titusville, and her name, I'm going to let her tell the people who you are and what we're about to talk about.
My name is Carla Morton, and I'm a candidate for Jefferson County Judge, Place 23 in Domestic Relations.
So you are running for judge?
Yes,
I am elated. I told y'all this is my sister, and I've watched her. I know a lot of women and girls from my community, and a lot of them are prosperous and they do a lot of things, but this woman has worked vigorously, and quietly, a lot with the job that you have had. A lot of people don't even know you work in the building downtown. I've seen you get in and out your car, and you've always been about your business. So being a girl from Loving Village, from Titusville, how did you get to this point of, go ahead and give us a little background on your education, elementary school all the way to college?
Yes, I attended Center Street Elementary School from kindergarten up until 7th grade. From there, I was transferred to Washington Elementary School. Yes, in the 8th grade, finished up my 8th grade education. From there, I went to Parker High School, Thunder High.
Yes.
As well as from there, I went to Miles Law School. Miles College.
Okay.
From there, I transferred to Faulkner University, and then I worked in the daytime as a paralegal and went to school at night as an attorney, and kind of worked my way into my field, became an attorney. I've been a practicing attorney now for 15 years.
See, a lot of people don't know that. I did, from my community. A practicing attorney, that's huge. Was that something you knew as a youngster that you wanted to do? When did you decide you wanted to be an attorney?
I actually wanted to become an attorney from just basically watching television. We didn't have at that time a lot of people in our community, that we can actually look up to. So I actually started out with Perry Mason.
Okay.
Watching Perry Mason, that's how I became Della. I was a paralegal.
Stand up so tall. Go ahead.
Yeah, because I was a paralegal at first, and then decided to go forth and become an attorney. But one of the most important encounters that I had is when Richard Ayrton was running for mayor.
Okay.
And we were living in Lummis Village Project, and he came through the projects, knocking on doors.
I worked for him just like you did, I'm sure.
And so I asked him one time, why was he running? Because at that time, we had never had a black mayor.
Correct.
He was the first black mayor of Birmingham.
Was that 79?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
we were young.
And
you were already asking questions like that?
I want to know. I would like to know what's going on.
Okay.
And so he basically encountered me and said, for you.
Wow.
He basically said, for you. And so that kind of stuck with me on when it comes to community service and what I want to do and how I want to make my life better. And just seeing the struggles that we went through as African Americans and where we were in our community.
Right.
Like I said, we didn't have a lot of role models, but having role models like, Oprah Winfrey, having role models like characters on television promotes you to want to do better.
Right.
And so as he said, I was very silent. A lot of people don't know me.
Hard in the book.
Yes.
I know you worked hard. I took you home a lot of times in the backseat of the car.
Yeah.
And you had books.
Yes. And
you were in the books, and it didn't, people I guess didn't know it because everybody was so busy doing what they do. But I really saw you with your books, and you were always straightforward about your business.
Yes.
So you had to be 11 or 12 when you was having this conversation with Richard Arrington.
Right around 10.
So that's what I'm saying. Around 11 years old, and because we were right there together.
Yeah.
You went to college. You said you went to Miles College. You went to Faulkner. Were you in criminal justice then?
Yes, that's my major. My major is criminal justice. And the reason I majored in criminal justice is because I enjoy learning about our system, learning about our prison system, learning about how one can be intricately involved.
Right.
And so I initially thought I was going to be a probation officer. That's what I kind of wanted to do, to kind of help people navigate through getting back into the community. But then, like I said, working as a paralegal, working for civil firms and doing different things, I never really got into the criminal until I had the opportunity to practice law. I took the bar and passed it the first time.
Wow.
And on May 5th, I opened my firm. I actually started my first job in Bessemer. Judge, I think it's Fancher. Judge Fancher was the judge at that time. And my first case was I had this guy had a criminal case, and he was on bond. He had to be on bond, but he didn't come to court. So they were going to revoke his bond. And I actually went up to Judge Fancher and I said, please do not revoke his bond. And I said, because I don't know how to get him out yet.
Was he locked up?
Yes. They were going to lock him out.
Okay.
And so I knew if they was going to lock him up, I didn't know how to get him out. I didn't know how to get him out because I was very new because that was not my area. But once I started learning into criminal court, I truly enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed the aspect of trying to help help people
Right.
solve their
You're already
problems.
on it.
Yes.
Did he get out? Did he
Yes,
did he
he got
not?
out.
I mean, did the judge?
Yeah, the judge stayed the revocation.
Okay.
He stayed the revocation to give me an opportunity to bring him to court.
So you talked to the young man?
Yes, I talked to him.
What was
we
the
got
process?
him in. We ended up getting this case resolved. We got a plea bargain, got him resolved, paid a fine, and he was able to, successfully go on and, do great things. So I think that is one of the things that make me wanted to be a criminal attorney at that particular time. One of my most successful cases that I've had as a criminal attorney is I was able to get a guy out of prison who had suffered a 20-year sentence on a wrongful conviction.
Wow.
He had been in jail for a while. By the time I was approached by the family, he had been in there nearly 10 years on a 20-year straight sentence. And looking at the facts, talking over with the family, and researching the information, I strongly believe that he was innocent.
Right.
And thus I went forth, and it took me 5 long years to finally get him out. I started in 2015. I got him fully exonerated in 2020. His rights was restored.
Right.
Criminal record was erased. And he went on to live a successful life, got his job back.
2020. Was that the young man they had out in front of the courthouse?
Yes, it was in Fuller. It is public record.
I read that story.
It's public record. So it was Mr. Kenneth Fuller, and he was able to be fully exonerated. But so it takes that level of tenacity and that level of resources and trying to find solutions to help people out, which promotes me wanting to go to domestic relations.
Okay.
Domestic relations is a court that deals with family, and families are very central to our community. And oftentimes what I have seen as a practicing attorney is that families don't get resources in domestic relations.
Okay.
They get resources in family court, but there are literally no resources in domestic relations. And yet we deal with the same problems. We deal with child support, we deal with separations, we deal with custody, we deal with things that essentially affect the children, but this is grown folks court, as they will call. And so what domestic relations, which is divorce court. And so what I would like to do is be able to put in services, resources, counseling, mediation, and daily masters. And what those are, counseling is something that when you come through the door after you file your papers, many people are very traumatized by having to come to that decision.
Correct.
Because divorce is all about expectations of completion.
Right.
Death do us part.
Right.
And so when that changes and you have to change the narrative of that, that is a hard thing for people to do. So they come through the court with a hard decision, and the other party may know or they may not know. And so at that point, there's a heartfelt emotional attachment to what you're doing.
Correct.
And so what happens is they come in, they file the paper, and they leave out. There's no resources, no one talking to them, no one trying to help them come
emptiness
and a reconciliation plan. So counseling will offer, if we are able to offer counseling as they come through the door, it will offer them some solace, some hope when they can get to where they're going. If we offer mediation, and mediation is just an opportunity for the parties to sometimes get together. Because like I said, sometimes you're in agreement for the divorce and sometimes you're not. So now you got hurt feelings and you got misunderstanding. And so with putting mediation in the beginning aspect, it would do 2 things. It would save the heart and it would save money. Because once you have an opportunity to talk about it, you can resolve it quicker.
Correct. That covers bases.
And then a daily masters is a service that would be used. Currently, there's only 4 judges, in domestic relations that cover the whole Jefferson County. And so with daily masters are often used as immediate solutions where people can have an attorney that comes in, they're sworn in, and they can hear your case. So if you come in and you got a big property case or a big estate, but your only issue is I'm mom and I need money for my child, then we're going to address that issue. Or I'm dad and I haven't seen my child in 2 months. We need to address that issue. And so that allows some immediate solutions to big problems that will allow families the opportunity to start communicating. And once we communicate with each other, we're less likely to keep going back and forth to court.
That opens up a whole new avenue.
And so that is something that I believe that Jefferson County is lacking, and that is something that I would like to do as judge, to bring those proceedings to court to put forth centric solutions for families.
Carla V. Morton. I don't even have to ask her why she's running. She just told the whole world, Carla, you know I love you. You're dear to my heart. Tell them again What you running for?
I'm running for
and
Jefferson.
Why you need them to go vote?
Okay, I'm running for Jefferson County Circuit Court Place 23. It's a Jefferson County wide race. The election is going to be on May the 24th. I want you all to come out and vote because Jefferson County deserves a judge that puts people over politics. What I am asking of the court is for us to be community service, to be community bound in order to improve the families in our community.
It don't get no better than that, y'all. Titusville, Love a Village, my home. Miss Carla V. Morton. Make sure you get out and vote. May 24th.
May 24th.
Countywide. So you can vote across the county.
Yes.
Carla V. Morton. Don't forget it. You'll see her with me again because we got some stuff coming up.
Yes.
Y'all be good.
Thank you.
I'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Manos, MOSE, STOVALL, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Radford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, and MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
All right, that concludes another edition of the MOSE STOVALL Show. I really hope you enjoyed those interviews from both those young ladies. They're running. They want to be elected. Make sure you get out and vote May 24th. It's important. Exercise your right to vote. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Once a task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small. Do it well or not at all. I'll catch you back here next week. Same time, same station. Until then, you guys be good. Remember, I love you. Bye.
I do my thing. I'm on the radio and Lord I sing. If you wanna see me, I'm on TV. Just look me up and there I'll be. I'm international.